So tonight, I want to share some pretty positive news coming out of the crypto space. There's quite a bit. There's going to be two articles we're going to talk about. We are going to look at the price a little bit, and I want to look at something else. But I want to start off the video by talking about something in regards to people's investments and in regards to what they are feeling about the market, if they've changed. Many people on this channel really do support Bitcoin, really do support Litecoin as well. Those are definitely the biggest two in regards to the people that have been subscribed and people that watch these videos. And there's a lot of others as well. I think Digibyte is one a lot of people seem to like. I think there's quite a few, but I think definitely Bitcoin and Litecoin are unanimously popular with the audience here. With that being said, I only had 4 options in regards to this poll here. I wish I had many more, but I just wanted to pose this question to start off the video. You know, has anything changed for anyone in terms of what their priorities are with investing in crypto, in terms of what their investments are primarily made up of? So obviously the first choice was Bitcoin and Litecoin, and then really the third was kind of not really on the same level in terms of what I think people are enthusiastic about in this particular audience. But I put Ethereum because it is, it really is in the top 3. It's a big coin as well. But then I put Bitcoin, Litecoin, Cardano, because I do think Cardano is one of the more solid coins, and it definitely has a good reputation, in my opinion. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XLM as well. I personally really do like XLM, and then I just put Litecoin, Ethereum, and XLM. And I wish I could put a lot of other ones. Definitely, Kat mentioned here about Digibyte, which I definitely should have just put at least in one of these 4. I do like Digibyte a lot as well. There are so many other ones, but I'm really just trying to mention the ones that I think many of you are most interested in, and so I tried to base that on this. But if you would leave a comment and just kind of say if you could pick 3 cryptos, what would they be? I'm sure many of you, a majority of you will say Bitcoin, and I'm sure as well Litecoin. So I think those two are kind of unanimous. But then the third, I'm again interested. I'm also curious about the people who don't necessarily say Bitcoin and Litecoin. Maybe people that are investing in smaller market cap coins and they think they have a really good future and will blow up on the next bull run in terms of just making a lot of profit. I think a lot of coins besides Bitcoin and Litecoin are really good options. Definitely more smaller cap coins that aren't Bitcoin or Litecoin probably will be really good opportunities. So I'm curious, if you want to leave a comment with if you had to pick 3, only 3, what they would be, or just mention other cryptocurrencies or particularly small ones that you were interested in, and kind of maybe even just share why. I think that would be interesting. So we can just do this first, but then I do want to talk about 2 really, really positive articles. One kind of just changing the tone of crypto and what the kind of institutional view of it towards it is, especially starting off 2019, because I think it's pretty good news. So we're going to talk about that in this article here and then this article as well. But I definitely just want to take a look at the chart here. And again, just looking really simply, I'm obviously not an expert, never claimed to be. I'm kind of shocked when I get comments from people saying that they think that I would be an expert. I think I have a pretty good basic understanding of all of it, but I don't know. I think there are very few experts in the cryptocurrency field, especially when it comes to technical analysis as well. I think there are people that are better at it than others, but I wouldn't really call anyone an expert at this point. Well, maybe very few. I guess there are some that would come to mind, but the point really is that you don't need to be an expert to take a look at the charts. And in fact, I think if you're investing, I think everybody should make an obligation of theirs to even consider the charts. If you're investing without taking a look at charting at all, I think that's kind of a reckless strategy. So even some basic attention to it is pretty important, I think. It is your money after all, and technical analysis definitely plays a role in that. So you want to at least be interested in it, in my opinion. You don't have to try and predict anything. You don't have to try and know the next move, but at least keeping it in mind and understanding where we are is definitely, to me, I think it's the smart move and the smart way to approach cryptocurrency and investing. With that being said, I think there's a lot of interesting movement and support, at least on this chart. And again, the last time I made a video yesterday, we talked about this area right here. Will it hold support? I think my video was titled something along the lines of, will it hold 3,700? And basically, we're still there. It's right here. You can see, this is on the 4-hour chart, is over 3 days worth of data right here in this this little area. So it's been holding that for about 3 days. As well, it's notable, you can see this line definitely connects to other parts on the chart. And again, this is very, very simple, but I think it's something just to pay attention to. Right here, end of December, so the very end of the year, 2018. Really then the middle of December 2018, here playing a role in resistance, and you see it play a role in support here. You see it play a role in support now. You see it play a role in resistance back at the beginning of December, and you see it play a role of support again at the end of November 2018. So this area is a very critical area currently. Really broke through it once so far, and this would be the one time that we broke through it. This period here from about December 6th all the way to December 17th, so about a week and a half here. And right now, still kind of hanging on this edge here, seeing if that support will hold. If we zoom out a little bit, though, you can see the shaded areas that I do have. This box right here was the exact length of the previous bear market that was in the second channel it dropped into, and this box right here is what the third one was. Again, just for kind of perspective and comparison of the last bear market, not necessarily at all saying that it's going to continue following it. However, it is still following it, hence why I kind of decided after, I think about a month or two ago, to put these boxes on the chart, because they definitely relatively close. You can see it's not in the box right now, but still it's very close, and it's been for coming up on 3 months now. So very significant, I think, especially after we broke out of 6,400 all the way down to 32, pretty much split it right in half, lost 50% more of Bitcoin's value. And now, again, we're pretty much still right around 36, 37. In terms of this overall channel, we're still kind of headed towards, we're still in that lower portion of it right here. This is the top of it, and this is the bottom of it. Again, if we zoom out, you can get a better perspective of this, so I'll do that very quickly. Zoom out, you can see this is the beginning of 2018, and this is where we are now. So if we are going to repeat a bear market of the last one, about 2013, 14, 15, we're over halfway through it at least, which should be, I guess, exciting for people who are interested in that. And I've been saying for a while that I think like 1800, I think between 15 and 18 would probably be like the ultimate low, maybe a wick down to 1500. And again, that would really put us at the very bottom of this channel. So I'm pretty much saying that I think the lowest would be right here. And if we would do something like that anytime soon within the next few months, that would put us pretty far out of this channel here, which I don't necessarily think will break this channel. However, I would not be surprised. I mean, I don't think anyone's surprised about anything in crypto at this point, right? In terms of the movement of Bitcoin and in the terms of the movement of cryptocurrency, there's nothing to surprise anyone. It's completely unpredictable, really. Every time you think you have a good idea of, like, this is going to happen, it can do whatever it wants. Again, I think it's really important. I think really psychology, human emotion, psychology is the biggest factor when it comes to these markets. I would argue you look at these charts and it's almost completely emotional, completely psychological. And it really is. And a lot of people say that charting actually is self-fulfilling, meaning you make all these assumptions based on previous analysis, whether it's from traditional finance or whatever. They can become self-fulfilling prophecies in terms of like where people's emotions lie, because it really is based on where people are willing to sell and where people are willing to buy. And that's really so heavily based on psychology. So with that being said, I do want to jump into this now. This was an article posted today on dailyhodl.com titled here, "After ejecting Bitcoin ETFs, SEC makes crypto a top priority for 2019. So I just want to read some key points to this. It starts off, "A lot can change in the world of crypto over a 48-hour period. The publication of new regulations in China, which will come into effect this February, mark the end of a long period of uncertainty in the world's most populous country, and now, in the very same week, the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission, SEC, has announced crypto is a top priority of this year. In a document entitled 2019 Examination Priorities, the Office of Compliance Inspections, the OCIE, states that it will be investigating cryptos for the express purpose of understanding how investors can be protected." It goes on to say here, I'm going to skip through a little bit. The SEC has also taken aim at exchange-traded funds, ETFs, a potentially lucrative and successful vehicle for Bitcoin in particular. So far, all attempts at gaining approval for an ETF have been turned down, with several high-profile failures from the Winklevoss twins. There's reports that Japan is considering an ETF of its own. Again, it doesn't have to be first approved in the US. It can be approved anywhere in the world. This is a worldwide phenomenon here. They'll investigate cybersecurity in respect to cryptocurrency. It ends here. OCIE will continue to prioritize cybersecurity in each of its 5 examination programs. Examinations will focus on, among other things, proper configuration of network storage devices, information security, governance generally, and policies and procedures related to retail trading information security. So I think if 2019 continues to be at least seem to be a little bit different in terms of how institutions and regulatory bodies are going to look at cryptocurrency. I think that's good. I think we definitely need a little bit of a change from 2018. It was kind of unclear what a lot of people or a lot of institutions and regulatory bodies were thinking about it in 2018. We have people that are really for it and people against it, supporters and people who I guess vehemently do not like cryptocurrency and the idea of it, all in positions of power. So people on both sides kind of just giving their thoughts about everything. But no, I definitely think moving forward, especially as younger and younger generations take positions of power, I think it's going to be more and more accepted. In my opinion, almost guaranteed in the long run. But as we're looking at this every single day, it's really, I guess, nail biting, and people want to see results. And I think we'll get there. We just need to, zoom out, wait, and let time do what it needs to do. With that being said, another thing that I want to end on was just Tim Draper saying, basically, he's as certain as ever that Bitcoin's revolution is only beginning, and this was published on CoinDesk. He talks about Bitcoin's resilience, he talks about his history and his views on Bitcoin, and he talks about its great potential, and he really does think that, to paraphrase this, change is coming, right? That's what it says here. Many industries will have to go through fundamental changes to adapt to the advent of this new way of thinking. People have to learn that the bank, being the trusted third party for centuries, will soon be replaced by computers that now monitor their holdings through the blockchain. Well, I absolutely believe that. I think that's what we're heading towards. I don't think people trust governments, and I don't think people trust these things. And I think as time goes on, they're going to become less and less acceptable, and we're going to see cryptocurrency take the place. So this article ends, and this is what I want to end the video on as well. It is here to bank the unbanked, to democratize economic opportunity, and to reevaluate governance. I expect that it will change everything from the banks and the financial system to healthcare to democracy, even the government. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.